Hi everyone, I'm Tristan, and today we're going to continue getting a perfect score on a Toeic test. We've already done questions 101 to 134. Check out my past lessons. And today we're going to look at 135 to 138, and I'm going to show you how to get a perfect score. Okay, so let's get right into this. Here is the initial statement and the questions. Now, before we begin, let's look at 5 key vocabulary that come up in the reading. Here we go. The first one is count on. This is a phrasal verb. If you count on somebody or something, you depend on them. You rely on them. For example, when I need emotional support, I can always count on my amazing wife. Oh, isn't that cute? But my wife will always be there to help me. I can always count on her. Or, she's an amazing employee. We can count on her to do quality work. So she always does quality work. Number 2 is the verb acquire. Now, acquire means get or gain. It's common to see acquire plus skills, knowledge, information, or property. Here's an example. I acquired key skills during my internship that helped me later in my career. So I got these skills. Now, what is the noun for acquire? Acquisition. Next word is capable of. This is able to, having the ability to. She has acquired great management skills and is now capable of leading a large organization. Or, I am incapable of finishing the work on time, so I can't finish it on time. Now, notice the form, someone is capable of noun, capable of verb ing. The next word is reference letter. This is a letter from a boss, maybe a teacher, that talks about someone's skills or abilities. Here's an example. My old boss wrote me a wonderful reference letter. It talks about all the positive things I brought to the company. I actually got the job because of this reference letter. Or, because I had just finished university, I did not have any reference letters from past employers. Next is the word promote. This is to put someone in a higher, more powerful position in a company. Here's an example. The company promoted Manisa to management position after 2 years at the company. It's common to see it in passive voice. Manisa was promoted to a management position. So she moved up in the company. Now, the noun for promote is promotion. A company can give an employee a promotion, or an employee can get or receive a promotion. Back to Manisa. Manisa received a promotion to a management position. The company gave her a promotion. Now, before we get back to the Toeic question, I want you to ask yourself the following questions. All right, back to the Toeic question. Here it is. It is big, so we're going to do one section at a time. Now, my first advice is to skim the passage, which means read quickly to get a basic idea. Ask yourself, what type of passage is this? Is it an advertisement, a warning, a complaint letter, an application, a reference letter? It is very important that you understand the type of passage. It will help make it easier to get the correct answers. So, let's quickly skim. Pause your screen if you need time. After skimming, we can tell this is a reference letter. A former employer or boss is writing a reference letter for a former employee, Ms. Kim. Now that we have the basic idea, we can look at the questions. Now, we see our first sentence, and then we have blank and another sentence. You want to read the sentence before and after. So let's simplify the first sentence. It basically says, here's a reference letter. The second sentence is, she did these things well. Now, many people pick A. This is a common mistake. Nobody will mention this in a reference letter. How does it help Ms. Kim? She has asked many people for references. This information is not necessary, so eliminate it. We do not want to say she asked many people. There is no reason. If we look at B, this also does not help Ms. Kim. The writer does not compare Ms. Kim to the other people in the next sentence. They don't say she was the best or she was the only one that impressed us. So in the next sentence, it doesn't match. So the answer is C or D. Well, the answer is D. This is a basic statement. The next sentence gives more detail. It shows the reason she was a great worker. So now let's go to the next section. If we look at 136, we can see that we can eliminate immediately A, because we are asking, does she still work at the company? No, she doesn't still work there. Therefore, we will not use present tense. We will not use can count on. So eliminate A immediately. Also, eliminate D. Remember, this is a positive letter. They say good things about Ms. Kim. If you say we could never count on her to complete, that's saying we could never trust her. This is not positive, so remove D. Now you have B and C. Remove C for two reasons. First, if you use a verb after could have, should have, would have, you need past participle. For example, could have walked, could have spoken, could have stolen, could have counted. We do not have counted. We would have count. This would be incorrect. Also, could have talks about something that didn't happen in the past, but it was an option. For example, I had two choices for ice cream, chocolate and vanilla. I got vanilla. I could have gotten chocolate, but I decided to get vanilla. Did I get chocolate? No. So if I said I could have, it was an option, but it didn't happen. If we say we could have counted on her, we are saying we didn't count on her, but it was an option. So the simple answer is B, could. Simple past of can. We could count on her. We can count on her now. In the past, we could count on her. Okay, so let's go to the next section, 137. Well, here we're saying, I plan to give her, well, what would you give her so she can move up in the company? You said she was capable of taking on more responsibilities. She could be a leader. In fact, and after in fact, you will give evidence. If she was capable of being a leader, what would you give her? A promotion. You would give her more opportunity in the company. Therefore, the answer is B for 137. Finally, 138. Well, if we look at this, immediately remove D. If I said she would be a position, that means she is a position. A person is not a position. A person can be in a position. But if I say she would be a great position, that means she is a position. That doesn't make sense. Next, remove hindrance. A hindrance is a negative thing. It is something that stops progress. For example, something is a hindrance to goal or dream. An example, Strict business regulations are a hindrance to a growing company, so they block it. They're a barrier. So remember, this is a positive letter, so we will not say a negative thing about Ms. Kim. So hindrance does not work. So the answer is asset. An asset is something of value, something that provides positive results. The employee helps the company, so the employee is an asset to the company. So Ms. Kim would be an asset, a benefit. She would help a company. All right, everyone. These types of TOEIC questions are often difficult because there's a lot on one page, but so far we are perfect all the way from 101 to 138. Please subscribe, like, share, and have a great day. Bye.